from around the state in less than 10 minutes.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Amanda Hara at WSMV in Nashville. 4 bills are headed to the governor's desk after the special session ended in dramatic fashion. Video captures a confrontation between lawmakers. Look at this. Video shows Representatives Justin Jones and Justin Pearson. You see them there holding signs and approaching House Speaker Cameron Sexton. Sexton's right shoulder bumps into Pearson, which then leads into a confrontation and shouting match between lawmakers. Representative Lamberth eventually begins talking to Pearson as lawmakers try to diffuse the tense moments. Sexton later said Pearson intentionally bumped lawmakers. And that was not the only show of emotion as the session adjourned before noon. People in the gallery and outside yelled at lawmakers as they walked out. A Covenant School mother was one of them.
My daughter couldn't go to school on Monday. You know why? Because she was hunted in her 3rd grade classroom. She knows what it feels like to be shot at over and over and over and over again.
And in one of those clips, you heard people chanting, "Vote him out." That was directed at House Speaker Sexton. House Republicans and Democrats spoke after the special session, and both sides say more could have been done.
This is unacceptable to not pass bills that will make us a safer state without trampling on anybody's civil liberties.
We did.
Well, Governor Lee says the state made headway during the special session.
It's good when we make progress of any kind, and we have made progress, and we will continue to make progress.
So lawmakers are not going to be back at the Capitol until January 9th. Covenant parents say, "We'll see you there."
We hear that you say this takes time. Okay, we're here. This will take time and we'll be back.
Those 4 bills will head to the governor's desk for his signature. They include money to improve school security and expand mental health resources. Have you noticed more people wearing masks at the grocery store or maybe the mall? Tennessee is seeing a small uptick in COVID cases. Nothing like what we saw in 2020, but a pretty big jump compared to the last 6 months. Cases started going up in June, haven't stopped. Keep in mind, the numbers do not include at-home tests. Those are a look at the big stories from across the mid-state.
Here are your top stories from the Mid-South. The Department of Justice is hosting 2 community meetings this week to discuss the pattern and practice investigation into the Memphis Police Department. There's one tonight at the National Civil Rights Museum, and the second meeting will be Thursday at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church. DOJ officials are investigating whether MPD uses unlawful traffic stops, searches, and arrests, and if they participate in discriminatory policing based on race. At least 3 recent deaths at the hands of Memphis police are likely a part of the investigation. The deaths of Tyree Nichols, Courtney Ross, and Jalen McKenzie. And the man accused of killing a Mid-South hand surgeon is expected to undergo a mental evaluation. Larry Pickens is charged with first-degree murder. He's accused of killing Dr. Benjamin Mock in July inside the Campbell Clinic in Collierville. Pickens is being held at the Shelby County Jail. His next court appearance is October 24th. Those are your headlines from the Mid-South.
Well, good morning. I'm Casey Wheelis in the WVLT newsroom. Crews are still on scene of that massive recycling fire in Cott County. That fire's been burning now for more than 35 hours. Officials say it started in the back of a recycling warehouse. Scott Plastics is the name of it. Around 8 o'clock Monday night. A production manager tells us on Monday there was a small fire earlier in the day. That led to evacuations, but a couple hours later, when no one was there, it caught fire again. Crews have been working around the clock to stop it. They say it could burn for another day or even 2 days. The good news here is nobody is hurt. We asked if the smoke in the air is dangerous to breathe in for people living there. Officials say really nothing is a danger to the public, but they say any smoke is bad for you. The owner tells us it's going to take weeks, even months, to get back to work. Of course, they're going to have to do some rebuilding. Well, just a few days till it is football time in Tennessee. The Vols ready to take on Virginia in Nashville, and they'll get to play to a sold-out crowd. UT Athletics said this weekend's game is sold out. Saturday marks the third time Tennessee's played in a regular season non-conference game at Nissan Stadium. If you're going to the game, you want to arrive early. If you're watching at home, you can catch the action at noon on ABC, of course, in Nashville, even earlier at 11 o'clock. And Professor Peyton is in the house. The UT College of Communication and Information sharing this video of the VFL teaching class. Can you imagine when your first day of class, Peyton Manning's your professor? The school announced that he's going to be joining the faculty as a professor of practice this semester. He's going to be assisting in classes on sports reporting, video production, and public speaking. Well, Dolly Parton is the queen of East Tennessee, right? So she was busy on her trip to England. She actually had to turn down an invitation from an actual princess. Dolly says she's so busy in the UK, she's promoting her new rock album, that she had to decline an invitation to tea with Kate Middleton. Dolly says that she thought it was very sweet and nice for Kate to invite her to tea. Dolly says she hopes to someday take Kate up on the offer. Well, Rockstar is set for release on November 17th. From East Tennessee, those are some of your top stories. I'm Casey Wheelis in the WVLT Newsroom.
Oh, to be so famous that you're turning down tea with princesses. What a life. Meteorologist Stefano DiPietro is alive here with a look at the forecast where you live. A lot of us still enjoying that break from the heat, Stefano.
And we will enjoy that break pretty much for the rest of this week. Now, as we work our way into the holiday weekend, get ready for the return of heat and humidity across the state, but not terrible like what we saw through last week. We hit our lunch hour today. We're near 80 in Knoxville. The only thing we're really getting as far as any remnants from the tropical storm hurricane that we're talking about is just some cloud cover. 82 Nashville, 83 in Memphis as we continue through the rest of our afternoon, lower to the mid 80s. Most of the state is under plenty of sunshine. The big thing is the humidity is going to stay in check. Tomorrow morning we'll wake up in the 60s and 50s. It'll be a cool start, maybe even a sweatshirt kind of start for some of us going to the bus stop. Then 70s, lower, and the mid 80s going into our Thursday. We'll keep the sunshine, and then the heat builds in. We'll be back in the 90s, but keep the sun by the weekend, Amanda.
All right, we'll take those cooler temperatures for now. Stefano, thanks. Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10 at WSMV in Nashville. I'm Amanda Hera. Have a great day.
This is Tennessee in 10. Headlines and weather from around the state in less than 10 minutes.